Boxing King Media in association with Boxer Eddie Hearn. Press conference done today, AJ Franklin. The way AJ spoke, are you happy with that sort of mentality? Fuck the bullshit, I'm here to fucking fight.
Yeah. I mean, he's seasoned now. You know, I said, do you feel like a seasoned pro? And he sort of doesn't always agree with what I say, but I feel like he's been there, he's seen it all. You know, he's fought different styles, he's got stopped, he's come back, he's won rematches, he's boxed around the world. And he's been through this process so many times and probably didn't really want to come back from Texas, to be honest with you. He wanted to just stay in camp. But, you know, he had to take care of business, and I expect him to take care of business on April the 1st.
What do you make of, I think he said something about, you know, he's here to for the bag, he's here for the money. Do you think that's the right or wrong mentality? Or is that just him just kind of just being AJ?
I think maybe it's to take a little bit of pressure off yourself about what you really want. Like, I know how much he wants to regain the world heavyweight title, but if you asked him, I think he'd always say, nah, you know, if it comes, it comes. But he wants legacy. Of course, money's important, and he don't spend any money. He gives it away.
That was my next question.
No, but he does. He gives it away, and he wants to give it. He gives a lot of money to charity. He gives a lot of money to his friends and his circle and to inspire people. Honestly, like, he doesn't. I've never known him to buy cars and watches and like holidays and stuff like that. He gets it all free anyway. But he likes to use it for people around him and to try and help people. And I just feel that I know what he wants. He wants to win. And he's a competitor. And he'll want to win April 1st more than anything.
I know you've got 3 fight dates lined up. You must, in your head, know when the next fight date is and the location. Could you give us any sort of hint?
Not really. I mean, July is definitely the date we see the next fight taking place, because we want him to fight 3 times this year. But Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, could be any of those guys. And you know, we'll see what happens with Fury against Usyk. Maybe Fury ends up fighting AJ in the summer. Who knows?
Ammo Williams, you built up the fight quite a bit with Ammo Williams and Felix Cash. Felix is now fighting somebody else for the European title. Why is that fight not happening?
So Felix is still contracted to fight Ammo, as is Ammo. But after that fight was made, the European title arose, and Felix wants to win the European title. He has done for a long time. He's going to have that fight and then quickly go into the Ammo Williams fight. Expect that fight to take place end of May, early June. Signani's been the champion for a long time, but Felix wants to win that European title, and then he'll be straight into the Ammo Williams fight.
Just wanting to explain the matching rights thing. Up until 12 months ago, I'd personally never heard of it. It's come out quite a bit recently. Is that from you as a promoter protecting your investment in the fighters that you're building up, or is it something that all promoters do?
Very common, like pretty much industry norm. If you've invested significantly in a fighter over that period, it has to make sense for you, because obviously sometimes a fighter could receive an offer that you don't believe that commercially that's the right number, and you walk away or you continue your investment. Nearly always we will continue that investment. There has been occasions where we've chose to pass, quite a few actually, and it's just a case-by-case basis.
Ben Shalom said yesterday that Eubank Junior Smith did between 200 and 300k buys. Do you think that's a good number for the level of that fight?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I heard low 200s, but I think, you know, anywhere around that number's good. You know, I think pay-per-view's been very difficult for them because the model's changed. You know, all of a sudden you've got guarantees on pay-per-views, which I don't think will last because it's not sustainable, and it's meant that they haven't made money on pay-per-views, which has been a big change for their business. But it's a competitive market. Money's out of control. People are going to start feeling a pinch and things will change. You have to ride it out, and some people will stick around, some people will go, some people will carry on, and it's a very interesting time for boxing. But I think that pay-per-view number, you know, is pretty solid.
Last question. Dazn have obviously increased their price range, and obviously there's a lot of criticism online. The question I had for you is, for the fans that do sign up for the year, is there a guarantee that there won't be any pay-per-views on top of that, or is that open?
I think it all depends on the fight. I mean, look, if Tyson Fury fights Anthony Joshua, there will be a pay-per-view for that on Dazn. It will definitely be cheaper for subscribers than it would be. But at the moment, I mean, most people watching this video who are hardcore fight fans subscribe to Dazn, right? And they have done since its inception. Dazn want to reward loyal customers by taking pay-per-view fights and making it part of your subscription. Anthony Joshua, we know, against Jermaine Franklin, on Sky, on BT, wherever that's going to be, is pay-per-view. It always would be, always has been, at £24.95. It's now part of your subscription. And we know that the bulk of Dazn subscribers are subscribers that pay every month and have done for a very long time. So for those people, they now have the opportunity to subscribe to Dazn for £8.30 a month if they buy it in one bulk, or at £9.99 a month. Which, when you look at the pay-per-view fights of AJ and Taylor Serrano in Dublin, another fight that would be pay-per-view, part of your subscription. If we land Canelo against Ryder, part of your subscription. The value for a fight fan under that model is unbelievable. There's no doubt. But if you want to pop in, pop out, which we don't want you to do, it will be more expensive. And if you want to come just for an AJ fight, you're going to pay £19.99 for the month. You're going to get Anthony Joshua. You're going to get Jesse Rodriguez. You're going to get our Sheffield show. You're going to get Cordina Rakimov, all part of your £19.99 versus your £24.95 for one night. Or you can subscribe for the month. And guess what? In May, you're going to get Taylor Serrano. You're probably going to get Canelo against Ryder. You're going to get our other shows in May as well. And so the value is there. My advice is keep doing what you're doing and keep subscribing to Dazn, because at that price point, especially with AJ off pay-per-view, especially with Taylor Serrano off the pay-per-view, Canelo against Ryder, the value is unprecedented. If you want to pop in for a Misfits, it's going to cost you £19.99 for the month. But for me, the value, as you know, is there. And you know, some people say, well, we know it's a great schedule up to the end of May, but what happens beyond that? It's going to be a great schedule. Like, we're under pressure to deliver great fights. When have we not?
The complaints were about January, I think, from what stuff.
Say again?
The complaints were about January, I think, because there were no shows in January. I think people are trying to use that as an argument. There was no shows in January, but we paid.
7, 9, yeah. So, but now, I mean, this is a conversation about a price rise that's just happened with the full schedule in place, with Joshua, with Taylor Serrano, with Canelo coming and stuff like that, Golden Boy shows, Misfit shows, our shows. So the value is unbelievable. At £19.99 a month, you have a decision if you just want to pop in every now and again. But use it as your home of boxing. And for me, the value is unprecedented.
Seems a fair deal for hardcore fans. Eddie Hearn, thank you for your time.
Cheers, mate.